those two teams, of course, are Right Turtle versus Koolin, two teams that we've seen today, and we get to see a second time of each of them. So we've got Right Turtle, defending 10K champions, and the team we just watched 2-0 Bullville versus Koolin, a team that lost game number 1, but then came back to win games 2 and 3. So this is a good matchup, right? We've got kind of a new team versus a solidified team, minus who's that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And right now, Koolin, they're feeling very good about reaching the finals right here because not only did they come into today with 0 points, essentially trying to at least get 2 to make it to the last chance qualifier, but guess what? Now they've secured themselves a top 6 seed guaranteed going into the main event by making it to the finals. So for Koolin, this has been a massive day. This is exactly the type of day that you would dream of having if you are only going to be playing the third and final qualifier. And I got to give props to them for making it this far. But you have a tall task ahead of you because I got to say, who's that? Even in the King of the Hill, he was looking amazing again. He was looking like he was filling in perfectly for this squad once again. So I got to give props to Koolin, but they definitely have a tall task.
Yeah, tall task, but hey, they accomplished their mission, right? I even said it earlier. They've got to make finals because they've got 0 points. Let's take a look at the series layout for our finals today. Breach, Windward, Hollows. It's looking, well, I don't know if it's Windward or Hollows. I'm going to go with, if necessary, game 3 will be one of those two. But we are going to Breach and okay, wait a minute. I just noticed. I am all confused here. I think it's Breach, Windward, Hollows. Those are the 3 pictures that we had for our last series, which was the semifinal. So I'm going to go with, we're going to Breach Demolition, and then we're going to Windward, King of the Hill, and then if necessary, we're going to Hollows. So we've got 2 of the correct pictures there, just in a little bit of a different order. But you guys get the point. That's where we're going first. Breach. That's all you need to know. All right? We'll figure out the rest when we get to that
point.
There
we go.
Right now, we're going to Breach. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
It just takes a little bit of time. Listen,
shout out to the production
setup
team.
with a little bit of a different setup today, so it's all right. What's most important is we're having fun, and we're going to be getting into the game very shortly. So let's talk about these 2 teams going into Breach Demo. We just watched Breach King of the Hill with Right Turtle.
Yeah.
Koolin had to play it as well. We don't know how that game went for them, but going into Breach Demo, Glitch, Ronin, obviously 2 very important rogues. If they're not banned, most likely will be picked.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I got to think that the 3 intel characters between, honestly, Glitch, Dallas, and Talon, even Talon now on this map, he's been coming in as a pretty popular pick recently, at least in 8s and things like that, to watch the flank, because guess what? If you're going to be having that Talon Dart on the flank, that player is not only going to be on the radar, but he's also going to be lit up like a light bulb. He's going to be completely revealed now. So on this map specifically, where the flanks are pretty tight and where you're going to be able to flank from, Talon's been used a decent bit. So let's go ahead and see what the bans are going to be. Looks like it is going to be the basic Ronin and Glitch bans going to be coming out for this Demolition in the grand finals. And I got to say, I'm not really surprised to see that on this map. Ronin is extremely annoying to play against if you're the offensive end on this map. You got to clear out so many places if you're going to go to that A-bomb site especially. And then, on the other side, Glitch, you don't want to have to deal with a Glitch walking around the map, getting your flanks, making sure that your back is always covered, things like that. So, definitely not surprised to see these 2 bans. Now it's just going to be all about the picks.
Yeah, I was going to say this, actually. I was going to say, Right Turtle, if they're banning first, they banned Glitch, obviously. But if you're banning second, as Koolin might have been, I would have kind of played off of what your opponent's doing, right? If they ban Glitch first, you say, yo, let's ban Ronin. But if they banned Ronin first, I would have been like, yo, let's ban Anvil, right? Because we've seen it happen on Wanted today, where Anvil is the kind of the bomb plant for the attackers, and then on Canals they banned Anvil. We could have seen a game 1 Demolition Anvil ban again, because on Breach you can go towards the inside bomb site and use the Anvil shield. Once you break down that wooden wall barrier, whatever you want to call it, you break that down, you put up the shield, you plant the bomb, you get out. It's just watch the bomb after that. But we'll see if Anvil comes out on attack, especially in a few minutes because we're going to be hopping into the game. So there's our beautiful breach flyover once again. We say beautiful, but everything is destroyed there. So, something bad happened. All right. But to me, destruction is a beautiful sight, okay? Because in order to rebuild, you must first destroy. So, look good, shoot better. We've got 2 teams here in the finals for November qualifier number 3, fighting for that 5th seed. Obviously, if you don't get the 5th seed, you get the 6th seed, but both teams auto-qualifying for our main event bracket. We've got Right Turtle in the red, and in the blue, we've got Koolin Rome. We see the trench coming out on defense. Oh, they hovered over Sigrid there for a quick second.
Yeah, definitely going to be a hover. I would be extremely surprised if we saw a Sigrid anytime soon. I just don't know about Sigrid. Even in 8s, I got to be honest, I tried pulling out Sigrid on Wanted. Didn't work out for my team. But yeah, to say the least, I've been looking for ways for Sigrid to get back into metas on maps, and really overall, it's just different. It's just better rogues as a whole that you can choose from right now. So I don't think that we'll be seeing Sigrid be brought into the meta anytime soon. Maybe if there's going to be 2 bans eventually or some different system coming up, but who really knows the future? All we know is the present, and right now it is going to be an Anvil on the offensive side with a Scorch and a Dallas to match. So double Molly is going to be coming out after they get the bomb down, and they aren't going to have any Mollies on the defensive end, so no Dallas. The only intel that they have is going to be that one little speck of a Talon Dart. So what do you think about the drafts right now?
Look, I'm just saying, Sigrid, by the way, doesn't get slowed by barbed wire. She shouldn't get damaged by it either, okay? If she's allowed to walk through it, she shouldn't get damaged by it. Also, she should be immune to Vibe Poison, and Vibe Poison should slow you down like barbed wire does. Just my opinion. But, I don't think that would be enough to make Sigrid better, but still, that should happen. Anyways, going back to your question, what do I think about these compositions? Trench Dahlia on defense, pretty common. You talked about the Talon. The Kestrel's pretty common rogue as well, whether it's on defense or offense. But look at this. Emis with the Kestrel. See you later, Anvil. And I said the Anvil, if it's not banned, we could see it on attack. This is more of a basic attack composition coming out. Pretty basic on defense as well. But for a team that just joined forces today, maybe in Koolin, you kind of have to default to those basic compositions, right? Well,
and right now, this is where I just get confused, honestly, as a whole, about certain choices that teams make. I don't really get why the Scorch was picked instead of a rogue like Talon or even Kestrel. I just don't know. That part of the offensive composition doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, I get what you're saying about having to play standard simply because you're a new team and you got to keep things simple. It's the famous Office quote, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. You just gotta keep things as crystal clear as you can for your team. It's that simple. It's a simple KISS method, man.
I like that. Man, there's so many good things from The Office that you forget about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at this. Easy down for Sinmaid. Pop the overheat with the burst pistol. Someone tried to jump over, and to no avail. Sinmaid. Oh my goodness, the body went G-sliding across the floor when that drone hit.
Yeah.
Drones on one side, and then you run to the other side. That's textbook Kestrel single person pinch, I would call that. But yeah, nice plays coming out from Emis.
Able to hit that final headshot on that player to down him. Then the beautiful Kestrel ult. Not able to roll away. I swear sometimes you roll away from that Kestrel ult and it'll still just get you anyway. You'll be like, I'm a mile away from it. How did it get me? But man, that thing has such a large radius sniper as quick as it shoots. And man, oh man, 2-0 right now coming out for this Turtle squad against Koolin, and they're playing it to perfection. We see who's that with this Talon Dart. He's going to be putting it in that safe corner, and I like that corner. It's going to be the last corner out of that area that they're going to be shooting, because if they push this close side to who's that, they're going to be focused on this hallway that who's that's in. They're not going to be focusing on turning around to shoot the Talon Dart. But if they would have pushed the long way, they might be able to turn and shoot it and things like that. So that's just a beautiful Talon Dart coming out of who's that all around.
Smoke comes out, but the reveals are still there. Also, I like that the Talon Dart radius got smaller, but I like how it reveals people traditionally like other reveals now.
Yeah.
It highlights their body for you, so that's awesome. But now it tells them that they're being revealed by the dart, which is not awesome for the Talon player. But because then they know where the dart is. A couple shots come through. Who's that? We'll find that down. Look at where the dart is. You literally have to push into the defender side of the site in order to get rid of the dart. The shield goes down successfully, but the bomb still.
And like you said, man, they were able to push up yet again off the pressure with the Talon Dart. And I gotta say, you know, with the Talon Dart radius being reduced, something's got to give. If you're gonna sit here and change Talon to make him fully reveal players instead of just putting them on the dots, now Talon knows exactly what rogue is there. He knows if that player has the bomb. So much more intel can come out from a player being revealed than just a player being on the Talon Dart itself. Just as a dot on the mini map. And you can see right now, it looks like they understand these players aren't going to be coming toward B, so it's going to be a fast flank going to be coming out of these players. And man, it's going to be Emes. It looks like Emes, is he going to be by himself? Ooh, man, he saw that player Sinmade going in there. Do they understand that the players on the flank? Oh, that was a claymore that he put down. Oh, but Sinmade's waiting for him. Oh man, 1v1 Emes for Sinmade. Who you got?
I've got the one that wins, and it's Kaon. Or excuse me, it's Sinmade. Kaon's also found it down under who's that. That's why I mentioned it. But nice.
It's a 4v3.
That insend. Ah, well, it is a 4v3 on the board, but it is a 2v1 in this round. Bomb in their possession too. Elvin's the one carrying it. You still have a Scorch plant that could come through if she has tenacity. I don't think she does. She had to play with a pistol in the second round, so third and fourth round might not be available. Shots coming through as well. Trying to find that down, and Elvin does. A little tag team work there between Dahlia and Scorch. First round for the attackers is won. I don't know where their anvil is. I think he got Halo droned out of the game. Well,
yeah, maybe he got tired of getting first blooded. He said, you know what? Let me go get a drink. Let me go reset. I'll be right back, guys. And yeah, exactly. Now he's back in the game. So, you know, the Dahlia right now, she's linked to the anvil and the Scorch. Not sure if that is a visual bug or if the game said, hey, he came back and said, yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe the game just gave them both for this round. Yeah, that would be interesting. Can link to all teammates and take all passives. Man, wow, what a force she would be. Immune to fire, immune to flashes. Like, Jesus, what wouldn't she be immune to?
She can revive any of them with her ability and get it back because of Dahlia's passive. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, get it down, you're right. Yeah, who knows, man? Maybe a little Dahlia buff could be incoming after the same one. Probably not going to be that, because that would be pretty ridiculous overall. But here we go. As Prosper going to be taken out, Kaon's trade going to be coming out. As soon as that's going to get taken out, Emes hopping over into the middle of the war is able to take out another one, getting that player low. Yeah, he should have finished it. The Dahlia res did come through, though. It's just unfortunate that nade not going to be landing. But the team is going to be coming in to help him pinch it. And just like that, they're going to be able to secure another round, 4-1 for Right Turtle over Koolin.
Wow. Way to flank. Emes doing God's work out there. Look at that. 9 downs. Does have 2 assists. Has a revive as well. The Dahlia doesn't, but the Kestrel does. The Halo drones, I mean, you've got to bait those out if you're Anvil, right? Like, they've been getting the shield down, and they've been getting in position to plant the bomb. You just, you keep going down because they're shooting the shield out. They're not trying to take the shield down, right? They're just shooting the window out so they can get the drones on the other side of the shield.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways to use those drones, whether you put it on the floor right next to the shield, because you know that only, the trophy can only eat so many of those drones. But as we've seen, those new upgraded trophies, they can't eat a full Kestrel ult with 2 of them anymore. You got to be able to have more drones, but we all know that's not possible. So, man, I thought Emes was going to Kestrel midair. Not going to lie. I thought he was going to jump out the window and Kestrel. That would have been probably a top 10. Yeah, that low-key probably would have been a top 10 play ever in Roco Company if he pulled that one off. That would have been absolutely insane. So, but either way, though, it looks like the Anvil, sadly, he is having some issues as he gets taken out of the lobby yet again. He is Kestrel ulted back to the lobby. Hopefully, he'll be back by halftime for his squad, because right now, Right Turtle, they are looking solid, up 5-1 on this defensive stand right now, not looking to hold up or let up whatsoever. We just got to hope for the best.
Well, I feel for him. But you can't stop the game. I mean, the only possible way you can reset is at halftime, right? Because if you do it now, it's 5-1. How do you reset the cash and things like that? So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the CMG rules are you play it out till halftime, so I'm sure that they will be resetting after this one. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not able to make it in, if that's going to be the case. You'll have to see our beautiful faces for a little bit longer, but hey, it's awesome if we get to see some amazing gameplay for a second half of Breach. And I got to be honest, Prosper right here in this position, he's got to make this nade count, and he does. Okay?
Yeah.
So he's able to get a nice...
Oh, wow! Okay.
Did he just shoot his grenade? He didn't get it down with his gun. He just got it down with a grenade. Unless I
No, he
want to see
a
replay of that.
Grenade went off.
I gotta see a replay of that, man. I gotta see this one in slow mo. I don't know if we can do that. I gotta see. How did he?
Look, 1-2, and
1-2, then nade. Okay, fair enough. Either way, Prosper with these grenades. Hey, listen, man, I wouldn't put it past Prosper at this point, man. He's done some crazy plays. So I got to say, though, with those nades, he's looking absolutely incredible. It seems like this player is back because they're picking rogues. Maybe that's not going to be the case. We just got to wait. Maybe they're planning on playing it out. They said, hey, we already got top 6. We're good. We can do this 3v4. We're not.
Yeah.
We already got our seed, already got our money. So we are vibing 3v4. Because this Right Turtle squad, I gotta say, they're definitely the favorites coming into this matchup. So, hey, maybe this Koolin team realizes that and just says, you know what, let's just go ahead and finish this thing off. We're probably not going to win this demo map anyway, even if we get our 4th player back. So let's just save everyone some time. Who knows? Nope, that's not going to be the case. There is going to be a little bit of a reset coming in. So, like I said, you get to see our beautiful faces yet again, just for a little bit while we get this player back in the lobby. So hopefully this will get resolved very, very quickly so we can see the second half of Breach very, very fast. Because I got to say right now, this Right Turtle squad, they are looking like a locomotive ready and going.
All right, so I was bringing up an old bracket here. We're going to take a look at some replays while I tell you this. I was looking at a bracket so I can see the seeding breakdown of the first round here. If you are the 5th seed, I think maybe, right? If you are Right Turtle, you want to be the 5th seed because they've been the 5th seed every time they've won the tournament, technically. Okay? The main event, that is. But if you are Koolin, think to yourself, the number 1 seed is just us. Okay? So if you get the 5th seed, you're on the same bracket. You're on the same side of the bracket as just us. Okay? So if you make the 6th seed, do you know who the number 2 seed is? Phantom Troop. And no disrespect to Phantom Troop, but if I am anybody in this tournament and I get to choose who I want to go against, I'm definitely picking Phantom Troop over just us. So I don't know.
100,000%. You know what's wild is you're completely right. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I want to be on that side of the bracket, not only because of the second seed, but because of the third seed as well. So you know that 2 and 3, they're gonna be on the same side, and that third seed, they're, in my opinion, they're a beatable team as well. I feel like they are strong, but they're beatable as well. So who really knows what all these teams are strategizing for? But in my opinion, you're 100% right. I would much rather be on the side that is not going to have just us on it, simply because you can guarantee yourself top 4, top 6 a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm looking at this bracket because it's usually the same thing that Right Turtle tries to accomplish every time, right? They try to be the 5 seed so that they can not only host most of the games in those best of 5s, and especially the respawns, but they also try to do it so that they can face Justice. If Justice is the number 1 seed, Right Turtle being the 5 seed means they face off against each other before winners finals. So they face off in winners semis, and they can kick them to the losers bracket and possibly not even have to play them. Even if they lose winners finals, they possibly don't even have to play them, right? So they Right Turtle tries to play these mind games. So they want the 5th seed. Koolin, however, I'd be okay getting that 6th seed, man. I'm going to be honest. Because, like, who else is on that side of the bracket when you really think about it? You've got the 2 seed. And that's about it. I mean, the 3 seed's on the same side of the bracket as you. The 3 seed in this one would be Best Kangaroo. That's a pretty decent team, but you most likely could take some maps off of them if you don't beat them, right? And then that sets you up for a better loser bracket run as well, because I believe that even puts you on the opposite side of the teams that you just faced in the winners bracket if you make it that far. So a lot of different mind games you can play here.
No, you are completely right, though. I know that last week there was a lot of teams essentially saying, look, we are playing this week to get that 3rd seed simply because we want to play Phantom Troop in the winners finals. That most likely is going to be what is going to be happening, or the winner semis, excuse me, because that is essentially how the bracket breaks down. You know, it's that simple. If you get that 3rd seed, you're going to be on the same side as the 2 seed. You won't have to deal with Right Turtle or Just Us, and that's a dream come true for a lot of these teams. So, you know, there was a lot of bragging rights last week for Best Kangaroo to be able to take home that position, and, you know, now we got to see exactly what is going to be going down, because it looks like it is going to be 6-1. It's going to be a basic halftime reset, like we said. So right now, 6-1 in favor of Right Turtle. Now they are on the offensive end, so they need to win 2 rounds. All right, guys? So if you're looking at the scoreboard, we need to see the blue team get the number 2, or we need to see the red team get to number 7. So, yeah, hopefully this one doesn't go 7-7.
Yeah, the teams are in the same colors, but Koolin will be on the attacking side, the defensive side. Oh, therefore they're not the same colors. I just thought about it. Okay. Sinmade finding the Kestrel drones onto Slopodopolis, as that will go down. Elvin finds Prosper. Things are starting to work out for him, but as quickly as they do, they start to go awry. But now we're back to a 1v1. Intel versus Intel. Dallas versus Talon. Bomb's been planted. Right Turtle's got to make a move. Or Koolin. I'm so confused with this reset right now.
Wow, and who's that able to win the big 1v1 on Kaons? I was kind of surprised who's that let that player crawl. I was expecting him to peek and put a bullet into the Dahlia's foot or something to make sure they didn't get up. But hey, listen. All around, yet again, another solid play by the Right Turtle squad on offense. They were able to push out, and who's that fitting right in for this squad once again?
Yeah, I think this is probably, maybe it's because Right Turtle's that good, but probably, like, out of all the teams that have been solidified teams that have used a sub in recent memory, this is probably like the best sub-a-day integration I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In Road Company, that is.
Yeah, definitely not mad at you saying that. Definitely a lot of truth in that statement. And you see the early down going to be coming out. This Galaxy-ation, he's going to be dropping as well. 2 players going down right there. Emes now, he's going to be rotating over. And it looks like they are going to be taking the bomb. 3v4 situation now in favor of the defensive team. They're going to get complete control of this B bomb site. They're going to be able to plant wherever they want. And that's the beautiful thing, is if you can plant anywhere, there's so many far places that you can see this bomb site from, whether it's the hallway, whether it's either spawn. How is this defensive team going to retake, and are they going to be ready for it?
Well, they've got to come through this doorway here, which is getting locked down by Prosper. Look at that. Just wait. Oh, he lost it! Galaxy Haitian wins the 1v1 with Prosper after not having the advantage. Sinmade also finds a double onto Who's That Nemesis, and that's a round for them. But remember, it was 6-1, so technically it is 7-2 right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right Turtle only one round away now from going up 1-0 in the series. So I'm sure they're going to feel like that round a little bit of a fluke as well. It was a 4v3 situation. So like I said, you know, even though they had the advantage, the advantage by having the bomb down, at least they still had the man disadvantage in a 4v3 situation. So great plays out of the defensive squad to be able to win their 1v1s, like you said, and clutch up that defensive end. Now you just got to really hold on and do it one more time. You got to take it one round at a time. You can't sit here and look at the scoreboard and be like, oh man, we got to win the next 6 rounds. That is so rough. You just got to be able to win one at a time 6 times in a row.
Yeah, you can't win all 6 rounds at once, so that's how I look at it. We've got a lot of kills coming in at once, though. Sinmade finding one with a C4, finding another with the AR. Emes, though, finally takes care of Sinmade. Kaons finds Prosper. It is a 1v3 right now, and Koolin, they're the ones that are going to be able to delay the victory from Right Turtle for yet another round. So what is that now? 7-3?
Yeah, exactly. They need 5 more. That's 1 out of 6. Simple as that. Just got to keep on adding them up. We'll take it one round at a time. Don't let the scoreboard get to you. You got to keep a level head. You got to be your namesake. You got to be Koolin.
Yeah, you got to be the right turtle, not the left turtle, okay? Left turtle doesn't think straight. I don't know. That sounded better in my head.
We've all had those.
Making their way past the bomb site, getting a little aggressive here. Kaons as well. Maybe this is all they needed just to show a little aggression. We got a Mac out there, by the way. I didn't even,
didn't realize. I know.
Think about no, I realized it. It's just like I think of Breach and I think of King of the Hill when I see a Mac. Now, I realize we're playing demo. Nice nade from Emes. See you later. Galaxy gets taken out. They won't have a Seeker bow to finish this off. There's only one member left for the defense. It's Kestrel. I'm flashbanged. She's flashbanged. And she's backing up. Oh, wait a minute. She might win this 1v1 with Emes. Uses the syringe. There's someone running at her with a katana. There's no way they try and just melee her to death, right? I mean, come on. Oh, yep. It's the Claymore. Not a katana. It's the Claymore sword from Slopodopolis. The lunge on Mac is absolutely insane, and that will do it, actually. That's the game. It may say 2-2 on your screen, but that was a 6-1 restart in favor of Right Turtle, which means they only needed 2 rounds to win. So 8-3 is your final score for game number 1 on Breach. 8-3. Right Turtle are the winners. But before the disconnect, before the reset, Rome, I think we've got some replays here. There's a little bit of a complicated situation since we had to restart, so we'll see if those come through. But while we look at these maps, we're going to be going to Windward for game number 2, our King of the Hill. Rome, talk us through this. Besides the disconnects, what went wrong for Koolin there at the beginning?
You know, I think the main thing, honestly, was it seemed like there was just a miscommunication. Either that, or they just, honestly, probably have never played together, so it's just it's just uncoordination. You saw the anvil, like you said, he wasn't baiting out the drones. He was really just going there, putting his shield and hoping for the best. They didn't really, it seemed like, had that great of communication to know when exactly to go for these different plays and things like that. And on a map like Breach, you just have to be coordinated. And the way we're talking about who's that, the way he's been filling in for this Right Turtle squad, I got to say, they look coordinated, cool, calm, collected. They look all the above. They look very well and ready, especially to win this next King of the Hill, I assume.
Most definitely. Windward King of the Hill, though, Rome. It's an interesting one, right? Because the hills are a little different. I mean, look at hill number 3. That's a power hill, but it's also really small compared to what we normally see the hill size to be. So you're fighting for map control more so than the actual objective because there's not much of it. When you look at objectives 1, even objective number 1 is not that big around the tree and the bar area. So you're mainly fighting for power positions when it comes to Windward King of the Hill. Scorch, of course, and Vi, I think, would be banned here. I don't have it open, which is my mistake. I'm sorry. I don't have my stat sheet open right now. But I believe, if I remember correctly, I look at a bunch of Google Sheet numbers all day, though. So, there it is. Vi from Right Turtle. I was going to say they have never banned anything but Vi in King of the Hill in the last 2 months. This team alone.
I can see that. I mean, they mainly go up against Just Us, who loves Vi, so I think that might have something to do with it, where it's like, listen, our main rival, they don't like Vi, or they want to play Vi, so we're just going to ban it every time and get used to that. So, you know, we get to see how this Windward is going to get played out now with the rogues that are left up. I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing a Dallas, a Kestrel, a Lancer, and who knows, maybe even the Mac Dahlia combination going to be coming out in place of a Lancer. Who knows? At the end of the day, these teams are setting the metas. They're setting it up for a nice finale, as this might be the very last map of the qualifiers that we have for the month of November. I got to say, if it is, it's been fun.
Hey, you know what else is fun? The fact that Dima is still undefeated on Rogue Company broadcasts on Windward Respawn. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. It's still undefeated, baby. Let's go, Dima. All right, we've got some rogues getting locked in here. Looks like we might see the Dahlia Mac combo coming out from both sides. Yeah. We are going to see Kaon's locking in the Kestrel. Elvin will be on the Dahlia. Galaxy Haitian will be on the Mac. He played it very well in our first matchup today against Frenchies.
Yeah.
He's beaming people with that MLX Maul. We'll see if they pulled that one out again. And we've got a Kestrel Dallas Lancer being locked in for Slop, Prosper, and Emis on the side of Right Turtle. And a little bit of a little flavor, little Salt Bay kind of flavoring right there with the Phantom.
Yeah, I like the Phantom, though, because like you said, now it's 9 or 10 seconds for that region.
So insane.
Yeah, exactly. So anytime that Phantom is going to be shooting anybody, guess what? You're calling out, this person's one shot, and you can say that for the next 10 seconds. So it is going to be
That's what I've been thinking. Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't even care about Scorch. If I'm playing, I'm like, yo, we're banning Dallas, and we're picking Phantom. You could kill me. Literally, yeah. I can lose a fight to you, but my team can still kill you, or I can come back from spawn and kill you, because I will spawn before you regen health.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's literally the situation.
Unless you have bounce back or life drain.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why bounce back and stims right now are just so good and just so in the meta, which honestly just makes Kestrel and Dallas even stronger picks, and they were already automatic locks. So the fact that now they're even more automatic locks, like I'm not exactly sure if we're trying to just make this a Dallas Kestrel meta for Respawn, but that's definitely the one that we're in and the one we've been in. So I don't think that'll change anytime soon until there's a lot of changes to these rogues, and I don't see that happening anytime soon, really.
Well, I mean, new rogue was leaked ability-wise, so that might shake some things up. But for the time being, Emis shaking things up with the D40C in their hands. Found a few knocks before they finally get taken out themselves because of the Halo drones. They scored 21 before they gave up that objective, and just as quickly as they gave it up, they take it back. Phantom being the one playing with it. Who's that? Also being the one playing the Phantom with the Nightshade as well.
Yeah, Sinmade is able to get the better of him there, though. And now it's going to be all about these rotations. You can see already Right Turtle, they have control of the spawns with their Phantom, with their Lancer. And that's going to be a big down by Slop in the middle of the market. Bounce Nade going to be coming out from the Kestrel. She's not going to be able to find anything with that. He's going to be revealed. Now you got to win this big 1v1. Able to get 40 damage, but there's going to be 2 players there. You got to win one of them. Oh, man, they didn't see him. And this is why I've said it a million times on cast. I'll say it again. Do not use bright colored skins when you're playing competitive. It is just that simple. You see how dark that Kestrel skin is. It is all black pretty much. Like, you can barely see any part of her. So just being able to literally sit there right in front of the players and them not even realizing it, just because that all black trench coat is just so dark. When you're using a character like the Phantom, all white outfit, it's a nurse outfit, it's really cute, but guess what? You wouldn't be able to make the play that Kestrel was able to make right there.
Let me tell you something, Rome, okay?
Okay.
That Kestrel skin, I think it's Dahlia every time I'm playing against her, so I die to Halo drones every single time. I'm like, when did Dahlia get Halo drones? What? But no, you know, we got to look good out there, okay? The motto of Rogue Company Rome is look good, get paid.
Exactly.
Okay? Not hide in the dark, get paid. All right?
And that's why you can see the basic skin for Kestrel. She's got her hair up in a bun. But guess what? This new Kestrel skin, it's all dark. She's got her hair down. She's letting it all loose. And, you know, that's exactly how you want to play Kestrel. Is right now, Right Turtle, they're up about 50 points on this C Hill. Guess what? They need to get control of these spawns, because right now it's going to be Koolin controlling this C Hill. You can see already the squad is flooding in on this bottom side. EMS able to win that big 1v1. It's going to be 3 players dropping for the side of Koolin. And Right Turtle, they're going to be able to come right back into this hill and right back into this game, as they're going to be retaking this site, pushing these players into the back, as all 4 of them are going to be spawning up. 2 of them going to be dropping, as the 3rd one going to be going down. And now all that's going to be left for the world is going to be the Mac, as just like that, they're going to be wiping this squad out, feeling so good, going up a ton, going into this final hill. They're going to be feeling amazing.
Yeah, 105 on the clock, and the 4th hill's ticking away. 93. But the objective is now taken over by Koolin. They're not that far behind, and they have already showed us that they can come from such a large deficit in King of the Hill on that last objective, right? We saw it happen against Frenchies in our first matchup today on Factory. They could do it on Windward, but, you know, if you go back in the VOD, you'll see that I said it only usually happens on Factory and Favelas. And last time I checked, Windward starts with a W. So, we'll see how this goes. Emis finishes off Galaxy with the Simtex. Huh? I hear you chuckling, Rome. I know you like that.
It was decent. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, you know. I'll give it a 7.
I think I'm like the human version of Sports Center when it comes to the most pointless statistics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Yeah, but if you know what I'm saying, we're coming down to a sudden death. And guess what? Koolin's going to be winning it. Koolin just came back on Right Turtle.
Okay.
Right before our eyes. Elvin only 2 downs. He wasn't helping the cause much. But listen, hey, Kaons and Sinmade, they were putting in that work for their squad, able to come up on top. And even though they didn't win the fragging game, I have no idea. I have literally no idea how they won with the kills the way that they are. 15 and 14 for EMS and Prosper. Only 10 and 11 for Kaons and Sinmade, and they won? Like, I literally don't know how that's possible. But hey, listen. Shout out to this Koolin squad, because guess what? This one is not going to be over yet, as they just held that D hill for about 40 seconds of a comeback.
This is the day I've been waiting for, Rome. I'm going to be honest. I've been praying on your downfall, because ever since you said if you win the gunfights, you win King of the Hill. Well, Koolin They've got some news for you, buddy, okay? Because they don't have the most downs. They're not winning every gunfight, but they're winning 1-0 in King of the Hill. So playing the OBJ, the objective, that's what they did. They got the job done. They came from behind, about a 40 to 50 point deficit on that last hill, like they did earlier today. And they're up 1-0 against the defending 10K champions in the finals for our third qualifier. Elvin finds it down. Galaxy downs Emis as well. Prosper goes down. Who's that? The only one. And he gets a double. And then finally goes down.
Yeah, who's that going massive right now in the respawn? And, you know, a funny thing I got to say, man, to your point, is that these squads, you know, when you look at it, overall, I got to say, you know, Galaxy Asian right now on the Mac, you see the double trophy is going to be coming out, trying to lock this one up. He's been doing a solid job as a whole of rotating over. He was a big key of that comeback. And, you know, they got a solid start to this second round, even better than their first one. But man, to your point, Windward is definitely one of those maps where you can play the rotations and really win off of that alone, off of spawning the enemy team out. And that's really how this squad was able to prosper in this first round. And, you know, overall, I got to give props to them for being able to lock it down, play the rotations right, play them perfectly. But overall, this Right Turtle squad, they got to do a better job of that if they want to win it. I think that the get more kills, you automatically win the game. I think that really applies to more maps like Factory and the super close range maps like that, where it's really all about those engagements. Like, I don't think that we'll ever, you can go ahead and write this one down. I don't think that we'll ever see a Factory King of the Hill where there is a 5-down deficit and that team wins the map. Or wins the round. I don't think that we'll ever see that. Just my opinion.
All right. I am going back in every single VOD ever today after this. Praying on your downfall. No, I'm just kidding. No, the rotations are a lot different on this map, right? Because, like, this map is more like a triangle when it comes to hills 1 through 3, right? You're at bar, and then, like, if you take hills 1, 2, and 3 and you draw lines between them, connect the dots, right? I still play connect the dots with these coloring, but anyways, you know, you got like a triangle, okay? And they're all equally distanced away when you talk about the distance of those rotations compared to like Breach, where you go from middle to left to right, back to middle, and then Factory, you're just going from left to right to left to right. You know, so you're not running from one end to another. This one, you actually have to control the map because there's so many different pathways and lanes that you need to be able to shut down so that the other team cannot have better rotations than you. Speaking of rotations, we are moving towards the fourth and final hill in this second round. And right now, Koolin have the lead once again. But the points are starting to be gathered by Right Turtle because of that garbage time, and that's really where Right Turtle shines. They pick up this garbage time, and then they're still able to come in and win the first fight on the next hill. But now that's being controlled. Emis is stuck out here alone, has to win these gunfights. Did find one, can't find the second one just yet, and then ends up going down to Elvin's grenade. Elvin with a double with that nade, by the way. Prosper's the only one to win a gunfight for Right Turtle currently, and everyone's falling apart for Right Turtle once again. They picked up the garbage time. They got to 75 points, but 104 and counting is Koolin.
Yeah, right now, that was the big wipe that Right Turtle needed. You know, who's that able to come in with that Phantom, able to make some plays happen. But just like that, Koolin, they're going to be coming in, contesting this yet again. It's a 20-point game, 30 seconds left. In this one, we might be seeing a game number 3 if Koolin is able to hang on to this lead. They got about 20 seconds left to do it, but 2 players are going to be dropping from this squad. Who's that? Going to be coming right back in, securing it for his team and just playing this Phantom, understanding his role, but he's not going to be able to win that one. That's going to be 3 going down for the side of Right Turtle, and that might be all she wrote as Emes is by his lonesome now at the hill. He's got to get in it. He has to get in the hill. If he does not get in the hill, someone's going to be losing. Yes, they are able to get in the hill, and now it's going to be a 15-point differential. Is this squad and Koolin going to be able to come back, or are we going to a round 3?
Oh, I would think the round 3 is coming because Right Turtle is holding this pretty well, but they're starting to fall now. Never mind, Slop finds a double. grenade double to finish off came in from Who's That as well. The round goes in favor of Right Turtle. They had to pick up the play after losing that first one, and they did so. Although that one did kind of come down to the wire there, as Koolin were making a move. They just couldn't get in there fast enough, and they got double picked off at the top of the stairs. Now we're going to overtime.
Yeah, the difference was
round apiece.
Yeah, the difference was in the last round, Koolin was able to hold that final hill, and on this one, Right Turtle, they were able to break it very, very quickly, so it was all about Koolin re-breaking that hill, and they weren't able to do so, so it's going to come down to that C and D hill as a whole, as it has in the first 2 rounds. As wild as it sounds, it almost feels like the first hill almost feels like it barely even matters, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. Like, you're really fighting for it, but it just does not have the same impact as the rest of the hills, not only because of the length of time it's shorter, but also just because it's so easy to contest on both sides. So getting a lot of time is not really ever going to be a thing we're going to see too often.
Gotcha. As we see Prosper and Emis working together to take out Elvin here. They're going to start to pick up some time. 55 seconds is the amount of time you have on that first hill, by the way. If you weren't aware, now you are. So, looking at the score now, they are going to pick up some good time from that 55 seconds. Only 2 points for the side of Koolin right now. Right Turtle has kind of kicked it in to 6th gear, I would say. Like, they were on cruise control in that first round. And then all of a sudden they lost. Now they hit the gas, and they have not let up.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that all 4 of these players, as wild as it is, they're going to be able to get some HP back after all of their engagements. You think about it, the Dallas, he can stem. The Kestrel, she can stem. The Lancer, she's got life drain. The Phantom has life drain as well. So all 4 of these players are going to be able to take these gunfights continuously, which is really something interesting to think about that isn't on the other side with the Dahlia and the Max. So just a small advantage that this Right Turtle squad is going to have over them. Not sure how much it's going to come into play, but it's definitely interesting to bring up.
Yeah, no, I think it is not just interesting, but also very much needed, right? Because you're always, especially in King of the Hill, competitive-wise, you're always looking at, okay, what character's ult is good, what character's utility and lethals are good, what can we bring to the table with our rogues in that sense? But now, especially with the health regeneration being nerfed, or it takes longer now, you start to realize that Right Turtle's not just thinking about it one-dimensionally like other teams, right? They're saying, okay, listen, we can pick Phantom. They can't heal for even longer. And then we can have a composition where we have one rogue with an armor, like Dallas, but also stims. Kestrel, stims. And then, like you said, Lancer and Phantom life drain for both of them as well. So they're looking at it from a different angle, and they're finding success with it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking
and now
of
someone in the
success,
chat, I was going to say, someone in the chat, they did say that the Mac Dahlia combination, they get back that extra 25 armor after the kill, which is true. But honestly, compared to Life Drain or a Stim, it just does not seem like it equals as much, honestly. It just really doesn't feel that way in the middle of the game. And Right Turtle, they've got to figure out a way to hold this one down. Or if they're able to get these final 25 seconds, that's going to be massive. Only going to need 25 more points going into that final hill. But you can see already this player's going to be revealed. He's going to get taken out. Koolin going to be retaken over this C site. And now all that's left is going to be Prosper. He's going to be on next, trying to lock up these spawns for his squad. You can see Emes, he's going to be up. He's going to... This is interesting. Now, I want to know what Emes is trying to do right here, because it's about to flip. So unless he's going to come behind a guy, okay, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. So a nice play by Emes. He's not going to be going for those spawns. He's just going to be coming right back behind somebody. Just a nice Lancer play all around coming out of him. And they are absolutely starting to farm these players now, and that's not what you want if you're the side of Koolin.
Wow, Prosper Logic, 36 downs, 21 for Slop. I think that was 26, maybe 28. Couldn't see what that second digit was for another member of the team as well. Slop and Prosper, or Slop and Emis putting the pinch on someone there. And Galaxy Haitian falling low. Sinmade actually just downed themselves with their own incense, so that's Unfortunate, but it's the fourth and final hill, and they're 5 points away from winning it by the score. And it looks like that might be the case. Like I said, they were in cruise control. It's kind of like Right Turtle was at a red light, right? And then you're going side to side with another person's car, and then you get to the first red light and you're just chilling. Get to the second red light, and the person next to Right Turtle's kind of revving the engine, giving them that, you want a race look, and Right Turtle just hit the gas and never let up. So that's what the last two rounds look like, especially that third round being overtime. They win this whole series 2-0. Let's take a look at the series replays. Rome, both teams played well today, but Right Turtle, they show why they're still the defending champions.
Oh, yeah, and able to lock up that 5th seed for sure yet again. So it's going to be very interesting seeing them yet again in this main event next week. It is only 7 days away, ladies and gentlemen. $10,000 will be on the line. And I got to say, props to both of these teams. We will be seeing both of them in the top 6 seeding-wise heading into this main event. I got to give it to Right Turtle. Overall, even though they had Who's That on their squad, they looked like a well-oiled machine. Even in this demolition, they looked absolutely flawless. Coming into the King of the Hill, things were a little bit rocky in the first hill. They had the advantage on in this first round. They had a major advantage. You could see them up by 50 here. They were up essentially the entire first round. Then all of a sudden, this squad, even though they didn't get the downs, they got the rotations that they needed. And sometimes on maps like Windward, that is so much more important than just sitting in a spot that doesn't help your team and getting downs and elims. And you can see, man, all four. How did they lose this round? That is incredible. They were doing such a great job. And then it all came down to that 4th hill, where this squad in Koolin was just really able to show some amazing prowess and come back in an amazing fashion. And after that, like you said, it seemed like it was off to the races for this Right Turtle squad. They said, okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and end this day here. We're not trying to see another demolition. Man, oh man, Slopodopoulos. Gotta give it to him, man. He's played absolutely incredible as a whole this entire day.
Most definitely. And usually when you look at these CMG qualifying brackets for the Road Company Showdown, you think about all the teams that always say, oh, I had to face Justice or Right Turtle, and we went through the death side of the bracket, and all that nonsense. Look at what Right Turtle did today, right? Nothing to shake a stick at. They beat 437 EU. They beat Ghostbusters. They beat Bullville. They beat Koolin. I mean, these are teams that are really good. I mean, Ghostbusters, they show up every week. They've got some good amount of points out there. We'll see if they make the top 16. 437 EU, this is a team that's made the main bracket the last 2-3 months in a row. Bullville, of course, with Canny and the rest of the 3 members from the old Innovators. That's a squad with 4 players that have made consistent amount of 10Ks. And then Koolin, who was the underdog versus Frenchies, but showed us that they can force a game 3 and beat them out. But they just weren't enough for Right Turtle. 8-3 in game number 1, 2-1 in the King of the Hill after being up 1-0 in that King of the Hill. But hey, this was qualifier number 3, and I think both teams in the finals really got what they wanted to get, right? You get the 5th seed Right Turtle. They've won 3 out of the 9 10Ks all 3 times. They've been a 10 seed or a 5 seed, I believe. And then, of course, Koolin, they get the 6th seed. They'll be on the opposite side of the bracket as Just Us, and they'll be on the same side in the winners bracket as Phantom Troop, which is what you said a lot of the teams wanted to be. Cup 1, cross it off the list. It's done. It's gone. We've got our 2 teams that auto-qualified from there. Cup 2, it was Just Us and Phantom Troop out of Cup 1. Cup 2 was Best Kangaroo and I can't remember off the top of my head. Handsome 4, Losi, first time being in the top 4 Rome. And then Cup 3, of course, was today, November 20th. We've got Right Turtle as the 5th seed, Koolin as the 6th seed. But next weekend, November 27th and 28th, the main event, 3 p.m. Eastern time, right here on CMG_Esports or on the Road Company Twitch channel as well. You can watch on both channels. We'll be live on both of them. And it's going to be a joy to watch. Last month, I mean, these have just gotten better and better and better every month as we go on, right? Because if you really look at it, people always say, "Oh, it's the same team." It's the same. Well, hey, we've had 9 of them. Justice isn't winning them all the time anymore. You got Right Turtle out there. Last month we had 4 teams that I thought could legitimately be champions. This month we've got even more. I mean, look at this. Bullville is still having to play in qualifiers in week 3, Rome. So, I mean, that's just amazing in itself. But Rome, any last thoughts for today? It's been a long day, but it's also been great.
I just got to say that I'm super proud of all the players today that came out and showed up, got the points that they needed to make the main event. Got to just give a big props to every single player that has put in the time, the energy, to learn all these new metas, learn the new maps, and end up making them pay off for themselves. So I got to say that I'm definitely excited to see how Right Turtle is going to be able to play in this main event, going for that three-peat. We all know how hard that three-peat can be. It's only been one team to do that in the past. So is Right Turtle going to be able to do it yet again? We got to see if they're going to be team number 2.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, however, right? If they continue to move forward with Who's That, that could help them. Or if they bring back Hizzy, which they used as the sub on Championship Sunday last month because of Pulse's injury, or if Pulsa comes back, and also, coming back from a hand injury, we don't know if they'll be 100%. So we'll just have to wait and see. They've got 7 days to make that decision. But other than that, it's been a great day of Rogue Company action, and I'm so glad to have been able to be back on the broadcast. I want to wish you all a very good weekend and a safe night. We'll see you back next week for the main event.